aka Eileen Little Crafter. Additional information about this show, arts, cast, and everything in between can be found on my website, EileenLittleCrafter.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. Guys, I really thought that I had like all the buttons down, for this app, but I didn't. Apparently, I am now finally on Google Play. Yay! And now, apparently, I didn't realize this, but there's another awesome platform that I'm super excited to be a part of. Castbox! Yay! So if you're listening on Castbox, thank you so very much. My name is Eileen. I am the host of this podcast, Arts, Quest, and everything in between, and also the Little Crafter Show, which can be found on YouTube. But again, information about both shows can be found on my website, EileenLittleCrafter.com. Also social media sites, so if you guys want to follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and all that good stuff, for new podcasts and all this other good stuff, videos, things like that, head on over to my website. And also, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to hit that like button, whether it's a star, heart, thumbs up, you know what your like button is. Just please hit it. And it was great. It would be greatly appreciated. So, as promised, as last week, and I feel like I just kind of talked to you guys like a couple of days ago. This is so weird. Like, this week has gone crazy fast. And it kind of felt almost like a weekend, almost like, for me, because hold on, let me get some coffee. I need that coffee break. Nothing like a hot cup of Bustelo. Anyways, alright, moving right along. As I was saying, we had here in New York City a weird week of school. Monday on, Tuesday off, Wednesday on, Thursday off, and then Friday on. So yes, I know. If you're a mother and you live in New York City, you know my dilemma. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's feeling like this week has just been crazy. But anyways, moving right along. Unless you're in one of those charter schools or other kind of schools, or charter schools, yeah, I wonder, Catholic schools are considered charter? I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, unless that, they were all on, I saw them, like walking by in their uniforms. Their uniforms are so cute. But anyways, enough. I'm regressing. Anyway, guys, so I'm going to be talking about Swamp Thing. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The trailers did not do anything for me. They looked great, but they kind of were confusing. Like, the action was great. There was a lot of interesting montages that kind of made you think, like, oh, it could be this or it could be that. Yeah, so the trailers left more, like, to quote my husband, didn't make him, didn't interest him. Like, it just, it did me. Like, I really wanted to give it a good shot, and I was like, oh, I've been wanting some good mystery, so I was like, okay, well, hopefully they'll do better than the movies and the cartoons. As a kid, not gonna lie, I really did like the movies. As I grew older, I was like, they could have done so much better. But now we got the grown-up version of Swamp Thing on DC Universe's a streaming service, which I think Roku, and I forgot what other. I don't know. I don't think it your PC. What else? I don't think PlayStation has it. I do think Xbox has it, but I'm not 100% sure. You may definitely have to check. And at one point, it was not streaming around the world, so you may have to check your availability. As far as Swamp Thing goes, we finally got an episode on Friday last month, and it seems like it's going to be a weekly show for Fridays, so just FYI, heads up. Which kind of wonks, because I like, I don't know, I kind of get used to Netflix, where they give you boom, 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 boom. Then you're bored, so it's like, can you give me just a couple more? Anyways, alright, so enough about that. Let me put this headphone back in. Enough about that. Let's talk about the episode. Okay, so the episode centers around the town that basically has a really good respect for the swamp. because they know how dangerous it can be and how much it provides for their town. They make a living off of it. Yeah, so all of a sudden, something is happening where the swamp is kind of like, it looks like some type of bacterial infection, or the plants are just going crazy, carnivorous, killing people. And so that is what happens. The CDC is being called in. And what else? So Abby is one of the main characters. She basically used to live in that town but left because of something that happened to her best friends. I'm gonna try not to give too many spoilers, and she is going back there to help along with the scientist who was discredited. He was hired and then dismissed, but stayed around because I guess curiosity or whatever. And then obviously he's the one that turns. Well, anyways, the episode was interesting pace. A lot of gory little things. It's kind of on the dark side. You really can't see a lot of the gore. It's shot very dark. I guess that adds to the intrigue of the show. So like, if you're 16, I guess it'll be alright, because I haven't seen anything pornographic like Titans. So like I was saying in my last episode, Titans just really was not for the younger audience. Definitely had a lot of nudity, sexual content, and I was like, oh man, like I'm reviewing this show, but I kind of want to give parents that heads up, because I feel that it's important that, you don't just say, oh, a show is great because of X, Y, and Z, and then all of a sudden, the kids are watching it, and, parents walk in, and then you're like, uh-oh, like, it's your fault my son is watching the show. That I definitely wouldn't want happening. But anyways, moving right along. So far, so good. The show is very interesting. There was a really intense scene where Abby is confronted by her best friend's mom. And, it just was really, really interesting. So after that, they go back. They're trying to figure out why the plants are attacking people. And they found what's going on. In the middle of all that, the scientist basically gets hurt, goes in the water. You figure the rest out. But we don't get a really good view. They kind of left it as really dark and just this figure. It kind of looks like he just has mud on him. And I'm like, okay, what? And then pretty much as he's coming out of the water, Lionel Presto, it just ends right there. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? Seriously? Oh my goodness. So there are a lot of theories and good stuff. DC Universe probably has like a lot of interesting interviews with the cast and crew and all that other stuff on YouTube. So that's a pretty good deal. So you can head on over to their channel if you guys want to know more about this stuff. But I have to say, after watching it, because the trailers didn't get me really it got me hooked, but not really hooked. So now I'm like, okay, I really want to see what this Swamp Thing looks like. So, yeah. So that's my take on it. I really cannot wait to see what it looks like. And, So it seems like it's on Fridays, which is today. So I'm super excited. I kind of wanted to wait until I saw the second episode, but I have to wait for the hipsters to watch it with me, because I promised I wouldn't watch it. So I figured, let me just give you my first impression and my point of view. And maybe later down on the road, I'll probably give you a thing of whether or not if I'm really liking it, what I don't like, whatever. Maybe I'll figure out how many episodes in, or maybe I'll just do a last, season finale of that, like I did with Doom Patrol. And yeah, so I wrapped up The Flash on Netflix. So I'll give you guys my take on that. Can't believe that. I'm still working on Arrow, so I just can't believe that it's almost ending. Ah! And yeah, so that is that. Alright, guys, please don't forget to subscribe and like. And thank you for listening. I hope that you have an awesome weekend. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Or you can always email me. My email address is Eileen@EileenTheCrafter. And don't forget to go check out the website. Let me know what you think. The website is Eileen@EileenTheCrafter.com. And thank you for listening. Until next time, have a great weekend. Bye for now.